Hello, I'm Leggy from Explosive Multimedia. In this video, we're going to conclude our video that we start on mic selection. And Engineer Clement is ever ready to do justice to that. You ready? Let's enjoy the video.
Good day, my dear. My name is Engineer Owolabi Clement. I'm a professional sound engineer and the proprietor of Richie School of Audio Engineering, Lagos. I'm here to talk about choice of microphone. Now, let's go to things you have to consider in choosing a microphone. Microphone that you needed to choose, you need to consider some things in choosing it. One, transducer pattern. You have to consider the transducer pattern of the particular microphone you want to use. Is it a pressure gradient microphone or non-pressure gradient microphone? Like I told you, pressure gradient means that microphone depends largely on the pressure that is being put by the what? By the source. While non-pressure gradient did not determine by the pressure from the source. For instance, pressure gradient microphone work better when you speak louder, while non-pressure gradient microphone have anything to do with whether you speak louder or not. So you have to consider which microphone to choose based on your source to know if pressure gradient will be okay for you or non-pressure gradient. Another thing you have to consider in choosing a microphone is what we call the frequency response. Every microphone you see has the way they respond to frequencies. The way they were made. Some are made to respond to low frequency more. Some were made to respond to mid frequency or high frequency more than the other frequency. So now, when you want to choose a microphone to be used, the first thing is that what is frequency response of your source? Now, when you determine the frequency response of your source, then you will now determine which microphone to capture that frequency response of your source very well. For instance, you want to mic a talking drum. You know you need a microphone that is heavy in terms of your low response. So you have to go for a microphone that can capture low response very well in choosing microphone for talking drum or key. Another thing you need to consider in choosing a microphone is polar pattern. Like I told us when I was talking about the different classes of microphone, polar pattern has to do with the directionality and the directivity of the microphone to what they have to capture. The source is very important, but at what direction will microphone capture your source? This can be, maybe you have to choose a cardioid microphone, you have to choose a figure of 8 microphone or bidirectional, you have to choose an omnidirectional microphone or choose a supercardioid or hypercardioid. This is very important in choosing the microphone. Another thing that's very important is sensitivity. The sensitivity, and this has to do with the structure of the microphone you are choosing. How sensitive do you need your microphone to be? Do you need microphones that are not too sensitive, like dynamic microphone, maybe because you are doing a stage performance, or you need a microphone that's very sensitive to capture ensemble, like a choir? You have to determine this in choosing your microphone. Another thing that's very important in choosing a microphone is your impedance. Your impedance is the relationship between your resistance and your wattage, whereby every equipment used in audio has what we call their impedance. Now, and when you are putting one equipment together with another one, you have to consider if their impedance is matching. When you are using a microphone and a mixer has its impedance, microphone has its impedance. Are they matching? You have to consider this. When you use a microphone, they have higher impedance. And when this higher impedance comes together, maybe you are using 2 or 3 of this microphone on a mixer with a lower impedance, you may have problem. So you have to consider the impedance of the microphone you have to choose in case you need to use more microphone or a lesser microphone. For instance, a condenser microphone is of higher impedance than dynamic microphone, which means you have to be careful on how many condenser microphones you are using on a particular mixer so that their impedance can match. Another thing that is very important in choosing your microphone is what we call the signal to noise ratio. Every microphone has how they capture, and they have the level at which they capture the noise and the real signal. You have a microphone that the signal to noise ratio is high. It tells you that when you are using that microphone in a noisy environment, you tend to capture more noise than the original signal. So in lieu of this, when you are choosing a microphone, you determine what kind of microphone you choose in terms of signal to noise ratio by the environment you find yourself. One, maybe you want to use this microphone on a stage performance where we have a lot of monitor. Then you have to choose a microphone that has a low signal to noise ratio. Or you have your church or your performance environment, maybe your venue is within the airport where you have the plane flying over and making noise. You have to consider the kind of microphone you choose so that the noise in the environment will not be captured more than your signal. And lastly, what you need to also determine in choosing your microphone is what we call maximum sound pressure level. Maximum sound pressure level. Every microphone has the level of their maximum loudness. What I mean is this: they have level of the maximum pressure they can handle. That's a microphone that when you shout on them, the signal coming out of them will not be clearer. When you increase their volume, that's a microphone that when you increase their volume to certain level, the signal coming out of it will not be clean again. That is because such microphone has gotten to the limit of their maximum sound pressure level. So you have to determine choosing your microphone by the level of the pressure that your microphone can capture. Now, can this microphone be loud very well and the signal coming out of it will not be distorted? You have to determine that. It's very important. Lastly, you have to determine how rugged the microphone you want to use should be. Now, some of us, we just go to the market, we got microphone, not minding people that will be using it. There are some end users that are so careless, they can't treat microphone anyhow. In this case, you have to go for a rugged microphone where people will treat dynamic microphone. If you treat condenser microphone like that, then that microphone is gone. So in choosing microphone, you have to determine the ruggedness of that microphone based on the end user. So considering all this, you should be able to choose good microphone for different performance. God bless you.